Good morning, students. My name is Asutosh. Today I am going to discuss transport layer. In transport layer, first we discuss what is transport layer and what are the responsibilities of the transport layer. Before moving forward, I assume that we all know TCP/IP model and OSI reference model. TCP/IP model having 5 layers and OSI reference model having 7 layers. Transport layer is located between application layer and network layer, and it is a fourth layer from the bottom. It is responsible for sending a message from one process which is running on the source side to the process which is running on the destination side or receiver side. What do you mean by process? Process is just in one PC. Let us suppose in our PC there are different processes are running at a time. Let us we are open as a Mozilla Firefox and send on open in Mozilla. We are just open a Gmail browser, Gmail, and I want to mail from as a source and send a mail to destination, which may be the another IITR, NITR, UCER, whose may be the destination. And other side, I am just open a Facebook, which is another process, and I am chatting with my friends, which is my friends is located somewhere in US. तो फिर another process. तो process को हम लोग आगे समझेंगे और डिटेल में डायग्राम से. It does not perform function in the intermediate node. इसमें हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, जैसे हमारा नेटवर्क लेयर में हम लोग क्या कर रहे थे, इन टू इंड हो रहा था, हमारा कम्युनिकेशन हो रहा था, मैसेज डेटाग्राम ट्रांसफ़र हो रहा था. इसमें हमारा प्रोसेस टू प्रोसेस हो रहा है. डेटा लिंक लेयर में हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे, नोड टू नोड हो रहा था. तो सबसे पहले बिफोर मूविंग टूवर्ड्स फर्स्ट आई विल जस्ट सी यू द फिगर. In this figure there are 4 routers connected in a network, and from left hand side one PC is connected to very first router and the last router connected with another PC. This PC is a source PC and this is the destination PC. From this PC there are 2 processes are running, more than 2 processes, there are different processes are running. What are the node to node? This is one node, this is another node. In data link layer, frames are transferred from node to node, and then first receive this node and then you just transfer the frames from one this node to this node, and then again node to node. These are the node to node. And in network layer, datagrams are transferred from end to end. This is end host, this is end host. Just transfer the message from this end host to this end host. We don't know about the processes because in end node different processes are running, but in the transport layer the process to process delivery is happen. One process is just a Gmail server send a message to this, and this is another message send. This is identified by the transport layer. From after looking that figure, data link layer is responsible for delivery of frames between 2 neighboring nodes, as I already discussed in the figure. This is called node to node delivery. And the network layer is responsible for delivery of datagram between 2 hosts, in to in delivery of datagrams. This is called end to end or host to host. And last one is transport layer is responsible for delivery of entire message from one process running on source to another process running on destination. This is called process to process delivery. And there are some responsibilities, or we can say the functions of transport layer. Transport layer deliver the message from one process running on one system and another process running on another PC, or we can say on different host. It perform number of functions in order to deliver the accurate message. These are the different responsibilities. First responsibility of establishing the connection, maintaining the connection, releasing the connection. Then second one is addressing. Third one is data transfer. Fourth one is flow control. Fifth one is error control. Last one is congestion control, and many more other functionalities are there, but here we have discussed some of them. The first in these, some of them are already discussed in data link layer. I assume you have already read, and flow control and error control is already handled in the data link layer. Congestion control is handled in the network layer, but here also discuss also control flow control and error control in transport layer. So first I am going to discuss establishing, maintaining and releasing the connection. Transport layer establish, maintain, release the connection into in transport connection on the request of upper layer. इसमें हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, अपर लेयर के रिक्वेस्ट के अकॉर्डिंग हम लोग क्या करेंगे, कनेक्शन को रिलीज कर सकते हैं, कनेक्शन को इस्टेब्लिश कर सकते हैं. जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि हमारा इसमें हो क्या रहा है, जब भी मैं ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर करता क्या है, सर्विस रिसीव्स फ्रॉम द नेटवर्क लेयर एंड सर्विस प्रोवाइड टू द एप्लीकेशन लेयर. तो कनेक्शन इज आल्सो connection is released at the request of the upper layer. Here upper layer is application layer. If we talk about the TCP/IP model, if we talk about the OSI reference model, then upper layer is session layer, just above a session layer. After that presentation layer, after that application layer. You already know about TCP/IP reference model. Before communicating, source device must first determine the availability of others to exchange the data. सोर्स क्या करेगा, सबसे पहले चेक करेगा कि जिसको डेटा भेजना चाह रहा है वो अवेलेबल है कि नहीं. अभी हम लोग कैसे करेंगे कि वो अवेलेबल है. पाथ मस्ट बी फाउंड थ्रू द नेटवर्क बाय विच डेटा कैन बी सेंड. देयर आर सम पाथ एग्जिस्ट बाय विच वी कैन सेंड द डेटा. दिस इज नोन एज path establishment, or we can say connection establishment. Connection establishment involves three-way handshaking mechanism. First, source send a connection request to the destination. From this figure we can see that sender is A and receiver is B. Sender is send a SYN message or connection request message, or we can say synchronized message to the receiver, and receiver receiving on this request creates own acknowledgement and send its own request for the sender. This is SYN plus acknowledgement is known as piggybacking. पिगीबैकिंग हमारा क्या होता है, डेटा के साथ या मैसेज के साथ अपना एक्नॉलेजमेंट भी भेजें. पिगीबैकिंग कहला, जैसे इसने रिसीव किया, आफ्टर रिसीविंग दिस मैसेज सेंडर अगेन एक्नॉलेज टू द रिसीवर एंड फाइनली कनेक्शन इज इस्टेब्लिश एंड नाउ सेंडर इज रेडी टू सेंड द डेटा टू द रिसीवर. डेटा कैन बी ट्रांसफर easily. This is process is called as a three-way handshaking process, three-way handshaking mechanism. And what is connection release? Once all the data has been transferred between source to destination, then connection release is required. Connection release, sorry, by mistake it is written as connection establishment, but it is not a connection establishment because I am talking about connection release. This is connection release. Involve three-way handshaking mechanism. First, source send a FIN message, disconnect request. FIN, that we can say this is a finish request, disconnect request, and similar what we have seen in connection establishment, he send fin plus acknowledgement, and sender receives fin plus acknowledgements. He notified to receiver on the basis of acknowledgement. And second is addressing. In order to deliver the message from one process to another process is an known as addressing mode. अब हम कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे कि कौन सा प्रोसेस है, ये है, कौन सा दूसरा प्रोसेस है, बिकॉज देयर आर डिफरेंट प्रोसेसेस आर रनिंग ऑन द इन मशीन, तो बाय एट द सेम टाइम. तो दिस इज आइडेंटिफाई विद द हेल्प ऑफ पोर्ट नंबर. ईच प्रोसेसेस हैव ए स्पेसिफिक पोर्ट नंबर, और वी कैन से इट इज ए पोर्ट एड्रेस. In order to deliver data from one process to another process, address is required, as I already discussed. In order to deliver data from one node to another node, node to node delivery, where it is used a MAC address or a physical address. Such address implemented at a data link layer, and it is called as a physical addressing. Similar data from one network to another network, IP address is required. Such address is implemented at a network layer, and it is called as a logical addressing or IP addressing. And similarly, when we talk about the transport layer, in order to deliver data from process running on the source machine to the process running on the destination machine, transport layer defines the service point address, or we can say it is also known as port number or port address. Port number, I have already defined, a specific port is required to a specific process. In order to among multiple necessary processes running in a destination host, port number is required, as I have already discussed. Port number are 16-bit integer which lie between 0 to 2 to the power 16 minus 1. जैसा कि हम लोगों ने देखा है कि आईपी एड्रेस 32 बिट का होता है, उसकी रेंज होती है 0 से 2 टू दी पावर 32 माइनस 1. इसी तरह हमारा मैक एड्रेस होता है वो 48 बिट का होता है, उसकी रेंज होती है 0 से 2 टू दी पावर 48 माइनस 1. सिमिलरली पोर्ट नंबर का भी एक रेंज होगी, वो यहाँ पे हमने लिखा है. पोर्ट नंबर आर असाइंड बाय द इंटीजर इंटरनेट असाइंड नंबर अथॉरिटी IANA. IANA has divided the port number into 3 categories. First is well-known port. Port is ranging from 0 to 1023. These are some well-known port. HTTP, www, World Wide Web uses HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, which port number is 80. Similarly, SMTP uses port number 25, FTP uses port number 20 and 20, 120 uses for data and 21 uses for control. Registered port, there are some registered port 1024 to 491151. These are not controlled by IANA. And remaining ports are dynamic ports which can be used by any process. These are the some applications uses different port number and protocols. FTP data uses 20 port number and protocol TCP. Similarly, FTP control uses TCP protocol and port number 21. SSH secure shell uses TCP port number and TCP as a protocol and port number 22. SMTP I have already discussed 25. DNS uses both TCP as well as UDP protocol and port number 53. HTTP I have already discussed. Post Office Protocol 3 uses TCP port number, TCP as a protocol and port number is 110. SSL uses TCP as a protocol and port number 443. Socket, this is majorly asked in competitive exams. What is socket number or socket address? Socket address is a combination of IP address plus port number. Just for information, this is the separate topic I will discuss later. What is flow control? Like data link layer, transport layer also perform flow control. However, flow control at transport layer perform end to end rather than node to node. In data link layer, we have performed data link layer perform flow control node to node. But here host to host end to end. Transport layer uses sliding window protocol to perform flow control, and similarly data link layer also uses just sliding window protocol, or we can say stop and wait protocol, start go back and NRQ, selective repeat. These kinds of protocol used by the data link layer, but here is a sliding window protocol is used to control them, but there are some basic differences we will discuss later in next videos. Error control. Transport layer also provides end-to-end error control, and data link layer provides host node-to-node error control. There are several types of error occur in ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर. एरर्स ड्यू टू डैमेज बिट्स, कोई भी डैमेज बिट है जिससे समय एरर आ सकती है. नॉन डिलीवरी ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट प्रोटोकॉल डेटा यूनिट्स. दूसरा क्या हमारा डुप्लीकेट डिलीवरी हो रही है टीपीडीयू की. लास्ट हमारा क्या और बहुत सारी एरर हो सकती हैं. हो सकता है हमारा डेस्टिनेशन एड्रेस जो हमारा रॉन्ग हो जाए. भेजना हम किसी को पैकेट चाह रहे हैं लेकिन वो जा किसी और के पास रहा है, तो उसकी वजह से भी हमारा एरर आ सकती है. नेक्स्ट आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस कंजेशन कंट्रोल. जस्ट शॉर्ट. ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर हैंडल द कंजेशन इन नेटवर्क्स as I have already discussed in previous slide. Network layer also manage the congestion in the network, but there are the several protocols, several algorithms used to avoid the congestion. Early detection and another algorithms are used. We will discuss. This is the just overview. Transport layer uses two types of services: connection oriented and connection less services. In connection oriented services, connection first established between the sender and receiver. After that, sender can send the data to the transfer, or the sender can send the data from source to destination. And then, and the last, if data transfer has been finished, then connection is required to close, release. As I have already discussed, three-way handshaking protocol. Connection oriented service generally reliable, and this uses two types of very important protocols. First one is TCP protocol, another one is a SCDP. TCP stands for transmission control protocol. SCDP use steam control transmission protocol. And next service of transport layer is connection less service. In this service, packet are sent from sender to receiver without establishment of connection. In connection less, there is no requirement of connection, as name itself suggests that no need of connection establishment. In such service, packet are not numbered. There is no need of sequence number, but in connection oriented, sequence number is required, but there is no concept of sequence number in connection oriented. But there is a risk of packet may be lost, corrupted, delayed, or disordered. Connectionless service is unreliable, but connection oriented service is reliable. Transport layer protocol that provides the services is UDP, user datagram protocol. Thank you for listening.